Yeah.
Right, yen fresh ye Chief Justice Brewer ye koso. Mampany John Mahama pay advice from the Council of State, was suspended a Chief Justice. Ye na semu enhwehwemu. Womu anu afale say injunction na dismiss e court. Ya dismiss ya no san fale bim. And anyone kra ba chemi say CCTV camera footage bi kra mo apie. We Chief Justice kwanya mampanyin petition kodi mampanyin nsam wonam so the petition no call Council of State mo so advice no suspension by ye and a 5-member committee abedrum pempensuye ye no lawyer former Attorney General Godfred Odame we share how Chief Justice nsam no ekono as obia we have researcher na we social commentator say na semi woni pass say dey handle no sa pepepe na we say ko.
Yeah, teacher Kojo de dikama menchia na menchia watie for na menka se obi ana wo Ghana bia before ye beto aba no na o raise 5 key issues ana Ghana for very much concerned about say oman no ko kwanya ya kwan bone so na ya nhwe ya ku ana say any atogram chambia betimi ato oman we ya na those key things judiciary na one of them ni nyina na say na ahotoso na rehemu a Ghana for the war ya judiciary num no it got to a point now it was zero and some are making some about team na make there were a lot of posts media houses Joy for Ranibi TV3 for Ranibi and several other major ahoto FM kra no because what na wutie conversation from that the idea we nya na say Ghana for any gidie na ahotoso e ya judiciary and a massa akeke because of na neema baako bia na ekoso eye Akufo-Addo amamuo no boni team pose obefa kwan bi so asesa friends allies cronies any people they can easily manipulate na ya staff yomo in the judiciary for whatever reason ye nyina ye nim Ghana for shall say raise concerns it got to a point this same judiciary eye one of the foundational institutions of our democracy because the major institutions of our democracy in three the executive the legislature and the judiciary I see because of your politics na judiciary your friends the legislature na your parties and NDC MPP co parliament ko din sem hunu kika nsem hunu ho executive depending on who is in power very often politics but adia ba ko a very sensitive over the years yentumi mfa politics enka na dwuma ho the judiciary because it's an institution that is responsible for arbitration adjudicatory process fair and firm Ghana for and then a support your integration and your coercion as people because menu nya asema nsa osa medicine kan be baba ball pono anopa matwitwa anopa no me de be court so sa institution wo ho as a detour point come and down say be ya yenye nema ani say but you get to a point in time na Ghana for nya arehemu e wo judiciary no then some fa me sekan wo mebufu a me nko court bi na mo me de sekan beba wo fi abahwehwe wo na de besiasi so that is the essence of the judiciary so it got to a time Ghana for were losing trust in the institution called judiciary because around the world I can say whether we call law school or unko law school ade miensa and a foundational element o finding on every legal or if a judicial ruling be beba a logic a reasoning, a common sense. Law no more can is not a complex endeavor or any complex enterprise. If you have these three things with good English, trust me, you are a lawyer on your own. But common sense is not something anybody can take away from you. Oh yes, sure. But we got to a time Supreme Court and at the apex your friend saying court of the land at the ruling bar on social media individuals own baby a law school dying kurasi can sit back and say, ruling where the nyansa anymore. Okay, a birth certificate ruling your home. And there were several instances, some no court you can predict. Judge from Penim for bed, nine and watch a good bench, so my Bobby Kuha, Yakotana say unanimous. Now then, 4 crown boom. Whole lot of silly stuff across Okroma. So, Sanema we Bugana for the Dona bum about your judiciary. So, to a banner message about Ghana for the John Mahama and say you to a banner mawa. One of the things I penny say, young strengthening state institution, not yet enhance or more capacity, not near be a uncle, you making sure say, you be in every hole, but me focus on the judiciary. Judiciary, one thing as I what you say, President Mahama enni hu to me say was sorry say mayi Chief Justice edi. The constitution no e man ho kwan. So take it from me say President Mahama enni to me to remove Chief Justice. Me President Mahama ma sorry. Me pay Chief Justice say mayi na free. No. So the president power or the remove the Chief Justice only become activated when a citizen of Ghana actual petition the akwakomano. So until the president receives a petition from a Ghanaian and now obia our concern about Chief Justice in the name, his power of removal no can never be activated. Enti yati ho answer na mebe maami ya kana se me ye beto aba and a President Akufo-Addo origi petition among for the petition come and say maami oti we wa ye nneema ba ko anam be ntu yini free ho that process no eye attorney ye fan say maami ye Chief Justice and one complain o take note of this point. Akufo-Addo receive petition or say or the Council of State am Council of State tina say hwehwe mu hu say maame no nsam na mo de kana fa no ho no eni nyina so bia to President Akufo-Addo botugu ye what is maame no raise concern about the process. Good. So saa niam no ti John Mahama ba ye na some individuals bi tina se hu say maame no niam ba ko na mienu a waye no eti amra enti omo tro petition da kwakoma president say onjina so now on activating the powers non shall and set in motion a process that will lead to a possible removal of the Chief Justice if she is found what guilty. Nensaka petition munsem I don't want to waste time because me sure say be seen there obia nim petition munsem police officer no han mo de call so ya meka and process ne sha ase no yes is a president age petition na he's just a conveyor belt. His job ne say wogia Fakoma Council of State because Constitution no article 146 down was why actually say niama me ensa pen ye betimi agina so ayi Chief Justice afiri ho when there is infirmity of both body and mind and now say or you incompetent and now misbehavior but my catch say infirmity body and mind the ma me hwe no nam ho posi ya onyare na dwensu ya adwuma so that one is out so misbehavior and incompetent and ye two kinda ye ka ho asem ye de command no Council of State betenancy ahwe say petition no mode aban is it competent or it is not competent. Constitution ne kasa yam forward petition mfa ade we na pese Ghana 40 ase yam forward petition mfa nkoma Council of State no there is no single procedural arrangement in Ghana ya mara say sa process no this is how we are regularizing it. Because in the past na Akufo-Addo receive petition no on the Council of State ya na share dem na outcome by but this woman is challenging this process. President Mahama J no and also come at Council of State. Now my advice is say oh petition am rant and the abano enyina so wom enti gina so na koso na set the next committee no montenase. President Mahama true to his constitutional powers as president no I set up a 5-member committee yaro fair maame no afa ye kwada sorry ya Chief Justice say on tia say your friend say yaka say ya activity process na or the President Mahama na Attorney General court ni nyina na say one to me na president was suspended no president enni hu to me so suspended no na me say this woman I say either she's been emotional or she's been childish. Oh yes, because you see this is a basic thing even obi our friend wa call law school first year Kurano will not have the audacity to raise concerns about these things because you see Uko constitution man I loud and clear say until set processes now lead to the your suspension no any law has been flouted no you cannot say the eventual your friend said decision now president not taking no illegal because also what the petition on Fankoma Council of State Council of State we know we moduma make recommendation president was suspended and the decision to suspend it is a constitutional your friend say a discretionary injunction on the president by the constitution say you share na say yetimi establish ade your friend premier fasia whether there is merit or not credence in the petition na ye kwa yanima president wo ho akwanya either to suspend the Chief Justice kopem se omba ya adwuma na wie ana say that is a choice of the president and the constitution the man
because yes street lawyers Ukraine says yemfa ne say will be a post adwuma na assembly ba no ho ye investigating na interdict no
kwatena fie na ye hwehwe wasem mu yes and aya power ya President Mahama exercising and Akufo-Addo exercising the same powers abra na ye fe Torkonor wo Ghana ha no ye judge oti kroma because okay announce the investigation bi oye am I say judges bi kwaje mponche judges 4 yes set up petition committee na ye hu say there is merit in the petition no or you can go online and Google President Akufo-Addo suspended 4 judges pending the final determination. So powers here Mahama exercising na nei Akufo-Addo abokwan na to ho or no exercise bi but Akufo-Addo don do e Ghana ni
na just illegal
illegal ben Chief Justice Kasana or Kasana, what is what may raise any constitutional breach go baby. And I say these are emotional, your friends saying individuals because of emotions they are becoming childish and people should disregard them. Because process na Mahama I follow through no. Senka wa form now we jumping over and now we circumvent any of the laid down procedures now. Then you are right to say oh Mahama yes say why yes say anti because of this breach you know. The eventual decision now we're making no illegal, it becomes inconsequential. But then in this time there is no single breach. Obetia GBA for buy. Bekeka guma obi antimi anka nyansa semba kokra chese president at form mra. Oh yes, that would be. They were just doing emotional campaign. Akufo-Addo ne MPP for abeti gum so mo ye demonstration. Ye bi so mo say edia na Mahama afom mra be na wafom adunti mo ye demonstration. What is with me bo bi chiro? President amfom mra bia. So it is quite funny and childish when the whole Supreme Court Chief Justice onim this particular process here. Ye di amanfo na duru no so no raise concerns and she is challenging the authority of the president. Oka say President Mahama enia kwanya say Oka say was suspended. When that thing is black and white in the constitution say it is a discretionary your friend saying injunction on the president powers given to the president say yes certain committee say yen na yen hwehwa won sebua otumi suspend again. Mami that sorry ya say judges judge friends Supreme Court judge on mine and some other judges on the panel no or free so omoya bias and the mami ni nyini free nchen and I say don't forget say nipa o make this allegation is no any other person. We are talking about the administrative head of the judicial service in this country. I the Chief Justice. So she's telling us say judicial no microphone no mu ya adwuma no the omoya bias.
But meanwhile mami kura panel microphone as justice is mienu na omo ka ho bia unanimous decision by.
So me na make say emotions eat major part of your brain. You become childish and infantile. Akwase krama ye de dua born station.
But whoa.
What who be no do and it's so embarrassing and so shameful. Say Torkonor ba bia waduru. Then open we say ogu nanim ase. Allowing yourself to be treated. I'm just say yeah tijanse no so twan wo. Wo do wasamba na nyansa anim e betutu wasre na abasa. Oh until say ode sa suit we ba na had a lot of respect for her but after reading through this petition no I felt to say adwen no say be na pressure nti ama swati because yeah they would I'm telling you it's true teacher Kojo you see we say growing up no there are people we always hold in high esteem we sure mu hu say but eduru ba bi na amo adwen no ye niam bi na hu say tefaso you should know because this is a woman enne asamato no she is beginning to question everything she has stood for, everything she has believed in. Because processes here, ye suspend the amount for young koye ni ono de bia ni juma odi no. Ni juma odi de bia no. Enti na judges na omo Supreme Court na ono say ono mo ye adwuma no. Also omo ye bias, omo ye bias atia no. Enti nipa dodo na ye di omo asem in the past no.
There's a bias nkwa na.
Exactly. Enti we opia we nyansa ni won kan sa asem no. Do you know why? Because first you are the administrative head of the judiciary. You are denting yourself, your integrity. Say na nipa na wo de omo ano no krasa san krofo na wo no omo ye adwuma.
Any other person on the committee.
Yes. But judiciary,
judiciary,
mudi nipa asem di amanfo koto jail. So I know the day no, you are even killing public confidence in the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And affirm ya mu be your consent say judiciary na abaye some kind of idea for the high bid for the obi oba bid high 92.3 and in some Americans we nyansani na atena na ye say na o run through atimu say nyama bi nkoye again apart from say or say President Mahama eni hu akwanya to suspend her again apart from say or say omo panel no so ebi be judges no one of the relief of my seeking say okay me na ye fra me Araba Torkonor no yes medemasem akoko to say your friend say yenni because adia President Mahama aye me free say aye illegal and this is what is going to happen aye committee na ya sete a omohwehwe me nsemu no mo gara we no mo kwatena baabi yan stop your mo adwuma no kopense me ye bedi masem awie mahu se nsem na me ka se president the oye na illegal na ye di awie ansa na ya ba beto committee no so na me se ma me nti ade we ya odwene ho ana obi na twere ma no because odwene ho a menya so senko o de sa de be se ne relief you know why
no
ideally that is how it's supposed to be but what you chroma say na yete say yesi yakofa 11 aba Ghana for sorry say there be ahokire wo chroma enya de say be boa yen enti obeka Haruna Idrisu and one other person I don't know whether it's Sam George or one other person
Sam George
ede your friend is saying ede asam no court say 11 ma yem pass Mami tena asema ye day na asem no court ayese ye gi injunction no ya tena asem no so Mami we bu na ni gu so ma parliament I implement the e-levy ema case na Haruna Idrisu we di court no be ye foolish case and si ba ko pe yet ya na yes electoral commission say registration na oye no on there ontumi nko electoral area nkonko ye or ye the district offices and NDC and 6 other political that dey we TB wo he obi titumu baby from Nekura City to district capital no I just otua lorry fair okwana wanya hefa na obeda so it doesn't make sense and omo dey asem no court yes Chief Justice Torkonor to date ase ne botom tenancy bu na ni gu so ma electoral commission registration wie ye
we sama order so maya mo
obi amade
yeah make
am asem no be ye foolish case abra because you see aya wi asem na dey court no e wo hefa Domilivo, okay, no.
Yes.
Ordina, Yadine, Mensa Thompson and others, FT G, the president decision said, Uncle retirement by force. Mammy, we are Torkonor, Esenka, all here say, you be dear 710 no, said that's Nancy Ma Domilivo, echo retirement. And the idea some no did bim cranam for so so. Papa no call retirement, we are son or quatana 7 so, anyway, yaba. Now this woman now have the guts and the infantry to tell we say and tantem na no yen stop it processing na ye medi ono na sem and I say we obi asabi wa dwimu do na wo kai de wa ya that will be the last thing you should request for
but do you see it's a political backing bi na because pen lawyer kura na wogina mu ediama no former attorney general ti o sense bibi say a political backing bi
na me ba ho na me ka say emotions get a part of you are there for the common sense crowd how hu na wafa oh yes asama meti ya making unko law school me boa but one kasa what in dey enyansa dey so kwakofa ye fancy
logic
it doesn't make sense
no
enti maame panyina wonu anyina tan law and this common sense da ho car key da ne ye fancy prayer da ho a we fa prayer ja car key ho enti why is Chief Justice picking prayer abra car key da ho because the thing is one of the things I'm for the accuse ekroma ebirim fra osono maame wonte ye ko social media ko ha de
Gertrude Torkonor
osono pofu no yese na maame no ebirim fra woman organizer this is the perception and you can't change public perception for war because of your friends are flirts with some people in the MPP and when MPP was in power some of the decision kwa na air cost no ni nyina no was in furtherance of Akufo-Addo's agenda so among for free no wonye Chief Justice na mo we woman organizer of a political party who pie Akufo-Addo and asama ba say no the last person as a war society wo ho with Godfred Odame ono na oye de attorney general under him this guy was caught pants down trying to manipulate a witness say yamfa ato force in enkoje that guy ankasa no obi be say is a con man na sem cry nya ninwe because that sem no be see na investigation ko bi anya nya bi not that person na man for kana sem na was nya kokodu akofa no say ono mo meye odlilo yes na meka na ye o niema nyina ho akwanya exactly it's common sense so I know the day no the question is in seven na man for Canada say you were flirting with the MPP no why confirm no common sense should tell you say because of the perception of Ghana for wo mutim dada no there are thousands and millions of lawyers in this country you could have gone for anyone but picking on this particular guy who was attorney general in the just ended administration na amanfo nim de na wo ye because nema e cause amanfo atwe for me because of your affiliation with the MPP. Yeah. And do kofana, you are rather say perception is abstract and now you are putting faces. You open ti amayahu. What I say, and I'm say emotions. The first cry na bleh. Exactly. And I'm say emotions ba na adwen no from wako school power so na di oba hu say adwen no asase e ba from. Good. Me say about what the foforo. And na yakoda sorry kofa ade no ready ma. You see Chief Justice say ono ya na ye friend Torkonor no asem na ye ba bedi no. Eni say ye hold the meeting in camera biem. Say ye the best TV so. No be a hwe bi de ekọ. Petition no ye tie in your friend saying camera no. Enye obi design and enye obi prescription a constitutional requirement because of the sensitive nature of things that happen. Judges no some kwaje mponche no. Committee no meeting no TV da. President has been briefed, and there is a reason for that. President Mahama brought no president in 2015. Me catch say afenyo ye fence Richard Niama ene akoye owo ye fence yi another petition President Mahama say maame ye fene Loretta Lamte a shrad boss edin nsabo man sikam. President Mahama set a committee process here Chief Justice Komi maame no go through the same thing. Hearing no what is that ye in the TVs will be Debbie. And this is a Chief Justice was supervising the same process or no nim say in some at this point, it doesn't have to be your friend saying camera issue because of the sensitive nature. Obakaya IGP almost more protocol against him. There were portions of the questions that no almost say it had to be held in camera because of the national security reasons. Because you see governance and politics, but some of the issues are so sensitive. There may be a possible public uproar. Then as for because near my baby kill public confidence in the judiciary altogether. And on the Emma hearing in camera no a given no credence and some logic.
And you hadn't know request.
And good, that is the question. So people just want to make heroes. And you do see camera and anymore. Then on your opportunity just to your friends say good government anymore say a political witch hunting and those kind of okay cause answer we na your friends say I'm 40 we am fan who be win a declare. That is a strategy she's employing. But this is obi oni memra. On sister and some na yesi yenu no must be held in camera. It must not be held in camera. Yan public. Now me say public I'm not interested in over TV some yet.
The better say
Ghana for no do na pesa kofie. Because investigation ya branche we ye on fan saying there be me bo mudi na me refi Musa dan kwati me.
Info
analytic. Or more research or more you could see clearly a majority of Ghanaians empower them. They don't want you because they know so we are biased. They know so you are in bed with the MPP. They know that some decisions are what taken in the past, no personal arrogance, that kind of filthy arrogance in as a form and gender and spy will be also leading the judiciary. Within your own judiciary, Nipana will know more Juma within the judiciary. No, don't even trust you. And teacher Kojo,
so no one can trust you.
How do we move? Yes, so we to many could do about it now. When I was general manager, now what's your say? Asema bana unkro no when I was say, obi a wa point no say on or manager at a hunter also won't trust you. And I won't confirm by your
baby. I say.
So that is the point we are making here. So in some no you see, what who say or caught Maraturo doa or she doesn't have any chance. And a Chief Justice ultimate time contract, judicial contract, the man oh, kind of correct. Obao and processing out what they man a true restrictive tendering. Common sense will tell you, say, so Obakra catch out that should be the last thing because of conflict of interest.
Say, hey,
don't even come here. But Onya Kokodro, Ama PPF for approve ye at the man conflict of interest. So people are not talking about it. So instead of focusing on the substance in some petition, now over tenase a fight, well, who said there is no way she can win?
And he would only dean and commenting on a respect and
exactly. Oh, but the oil there's a respect and everything is gone. Because somehow okay, and the last time I catch it on say, so person who wins a near wait for a trouble day. say asem nya maya obia nim nyansa ekoba oh usiana yes boss everything is cool you respect them but that asem beba no na obehu say nipa no nim nyansa na onim nyansa
right. Avanche Innocent researcher was also a youth activist and I no twetwe enkomo live on a hoto 92